प्रातः स्मरामि ललिता वदनारविन्दम् बिम्बाधरं पृथुलमौक्तिकशोभिनासम् आकर्णदीर्घनयनं मणिकुण्डलाढ्यम् मन्दस्मितं मृगमदोज्ज्वलभालदेशम् प्रातर्भजामि ललिता भुजकल्पवल्ली रक्ताङ्गुलीयलसदङ्गुलिपल्लवाढ्या माणिक्यहेमवलयाङ्गदशोभमाना पुण्डेक्षु चापकुसुमेषु सृणीर्दधाना प्रातर्नमामि ललिता चरणारविन्दम् भक्तेष्टदाननिरतं भवसिन्धुपोतम् पद्मासनादिसुरनायकपूजनीयम् पद्माङ्कुशध्वजसुदर्शनलाञ्छनाढ्यम् प्रातस्तुवे परशिवां ललितां भवानी त्रय्यं तवेद्य विभवां करुणानवद्याम् विश्वस्य सृष्टिविलयस्थितिहेतुभूता विद्येश्वरीं निगमवाङ्मनसादिदूरा प्रातरो वदामि ललिते तव पुण्यनामा कामेश्वरीति कमलेति महेश्वरीति श्रीशाम्भवीति जगतां जननी परेति वाग्देवतेति वचसा त्रिपुरेश्वरीति
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Humble prostrations to one and all. In the last class, we had seen Bhagavan assures Arjuna of victory in the war. Bhagavan says, Arjuna, definitely you are going to win the war. You are going to kill all these enemy lines. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Jayadratha, you are surely going to kill all of them. In fact, I have already killed them. You just be a mere instrument of mine. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachin. So when Arjuna hears this, he is overwhelmed with love, devotion, reverence for God, and also fear. So trembling with fear, with faltering voice, he prostrates unto the Lord and he speaks. So what does he say? Arjuna says, Bhagavan, sthane rishikesha tava prakirtya jagat prakhrishyati anurajyate cha. Bhagavan, it is absolutely proper why people glorify you. So when they sing your glories, they are filled with harsha and they are filled with anuraga. They are filled with joy and devotion for you. And all those people who are adharmic, unrighteous, crooked, wicked, they have a general tendency to run away from you. They are the ones who never like to chant your name. They never like to surrender unto you, bow down to you. They are highly egoistic in nature. Such people, they can't stand you, Bhagavan. Rakshamsi bhitani disho dravanti. This we find in our life also. People whose minds are impure, they are allergic to satsang. They are allergic to any spiritual program. So, a minimum amount of purity of mind is necessary even to enjoy spiritual programs like bhajan, satsangs, etc. Rakshamsi bhitani disho dravanti. At the subjective level also we find this. When we chant Bhagavan's name, all negativities of the mind, they get repelled. They just disappear when we focus our attention upon the Lord. So therefore, sarve namasyanti cha siddhasangaha. Siddhasangaha, the wise ones, enlightened ones, noble ones, mature ones. So, they bow down to you all the time because they know the greatness of the Lord. Now Arjuna says, why Bhagavan deserves our glorification, our surrender, our prostration. Bhagavan deserves it. Why is it so? Verse number 37. Kasmacha tena nameranmahatman gariyase brahmanopyadikartre ananta-devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sadasat-tatparam yat. Kasmacha tena nameranmahatman gariyase brahmanopyadikartre ananta-devesha jagannivasa Tvamaksharam sadasat tatparam yat. O Mahatman, O Great One, O Self of all beings, O Lord, Brahmanaha api Adikartre. Bhagwan, you are the creator of even Lord Brahma also. Lord Brahma, who is the creator of the whole universe. Bhagwan, you are the creator of even that Lord Brahma also. Therefore, Gariyase, you are the greatest. Te kasmat nanameran. How can anyone not prostrate to such a you? Such a Lord who is the greatest, how can anyone not prostrate? O Ananta, O Infinite One, He Devesha, O Lord of all Devatas, He Jagannivasa, O supporter of the whole world. Yat Sat Asat Tat Param. You are Param, you are higher than Sat and Asat. Aksharam Tattvam, you are imperishable. So, because of all these reasons, you are worthy of worship. So, here Arjuna is giving reasons why we should prostrate unto the Lord, surrender unto the Lord, take refuge in Lord. So, what are the reasons? Number one, O Mahatman, so Lord is Mahatma. So what is Mahatma? Supreme Self. So Lord is a Mahatma in all of us. Mahan Atma. Bhagavan is a Supreme Self in all beings. The very I in all beings, the very Aham in all beings is Bhagavan. Without this Aham, nobody can exist. Even the rank atheist cannot deny the existence of I in them, the existence of Aham in them. In fact, what is the difference between a Jnani and an Ajnani? A wise man and an ignorant man? What is the difference? The difference is only this: Jnani knows the glory of the self. He knows that this self in me is none other than Bhagavan himself. A Jnani knows it, and Ajnani doesn't know. He thinks this Aham is a mere body. He considers the self to be a mere body, and therefore he is cheated of this great purpose of human life, which is liberation. So this Bhagavan is the Supreme Self in all beings. Therefore he is worshipful. Brahmanaha api adikartre. Bhagavan, you are the creator of Lord Brahma also. Lord Brahma is considered to be the creator of the world. But who created Brahma? It is Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is named Adikarta, the creator of the first. The creator is always superior to the created. Creator is always superior, higher compared to the creatures, the created ones. Now a question may come: who created the Lord? World was created by Brahmaji. Brahmaji was created by Bhagavan. But who created Bhagavan? So the answer given is Gariyase. Nobody has created Bhagavan. Bhagavan therefore is Gariyase, greatest. No one has created Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, you are ever existent. There was never a time when you were non-existent and then somebody created you, made you existent. No, you are ever existence. From Anadikala, beginningless time, you are ever existent. In fact, Bhagavan, you are existence itself, which gives existence to everything else. So, because you are the principle of existence, which can never become non-existent, therefore, Bhagavan, you are Aksharam, imperishable. So, that which can never become non-existent is called Aksharam. Because you give existence to everything, to every being, therefore, you are also beyond all pairs of opposite, Sat and Asat. Sat, Asat means the pairs of opposites. So, if Sat means gross, Asat means subtle. If Sat means Dharma, Asat means Adharma. If Sat means birth, Asat means death. If Sat means effect, Asat means cause. If Sat means real, Asat means unreal. If Sat means seen, Asat means unseen. So, whenever we use Sat, Asat, so it means all the pairs of opposites in the world. So, what is being said here? Yat Sat Asat Tat Param. World is full of Sat and Asat, full of pairs of opposites. Now, who is Bhagavan? Bhagavan is the one who gives existence, who is the very substratum for the play of the pairs of opposites. So, therefore, Bhagavan is called Param, higher than Sat and Asat. He is a very support and substratum upon which Sat and Asat play in this cosmos. So, he is higher than Sat and Asat. And he is DEVESHA, being the support and the cause of existence of all gods. He is called God of gods, DEVESHA or Deva Deva. Then Jagannivasa, being the support of the world, he is called the Lord of the worlds. The whole world exists in him, so therefore he is Jagannivasa. He is Ananta, he is infinite. Infinite in what? Infinite in time, infinite in space, infinite in strength, infinite in knowledge, infinite in goodness, infinite in love, infinite in compassion, thus infinite in everything. So, therefore, his name is Ananta. So, therefore, Bhagavan, you are respect worthy, you are worshipful. No wonder why when we glorify you, we get peace of mind. And everything auspicious happens to us when we surrender unto you. Arjuna continues to sing the glory of the Lord in the next verse also, verse number 38. Tvamadidevah purushah puranah Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam Vettasi vedyam cha param cha dhama Tvaya tatam VISHVA-ANANTA-RޫPA Tvamadidevah purushah puranah Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam Vettasi vedyam cha param cha dhama Tvaya tatam VISHVA-ANANTA-RޫPA. O Lord, you are indeed worshipful. Arjuna continues to answer this question. Bhagavan, Tvam Adidevah. You are the first God who created all the other gods. All the other gods including Lord Brahma. So, Adidevah. Then you are Purushaha. Purushaha means what? Purishayanat. Purushaha, the one who resides in all beings as their own self is called Purusha. Purusha also means Purnatvat Purushaha, the one who gives fulfillment in life. the one who makes our life meaningful and complete. Such a person is called Purusha. Life is meaningless when we have no higher goal, and the highest goal is liberation. Highest goal is experiencing the Lord. When we don't have this goal, whatever we may gain in life, still there is a sense of incompleteness. There is a sense of hollowness. In spite of the best of the conducive environment around us, we don't feel satisfied. We don't feel satisfied, fulfilled. So the one who gives fulfillment in life, the one who gives meaning to life, one who makes our life complete, Purnatvat Purushaha. So you are that Bhagavan. Puranaha, you are the most ancient. Since everything came from Bhagavan, the world and all the other gods, so therefore Bhagavan is called Puranaha. And Bhagavan is Asya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. He is the ultimate support, Param Nidhanam of this world. Asya Vishwasya, of this world, he is the ultimate support. World exists in Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, you are not only the creator of the world, you are also the supporter of this world. And then, Tvam Veta Asi, Vedyam Asi, Parandhama Asi. You are Veta, you are knower. Vedyam, you are the known, the thing to be known, Vedyam. And Parandhama, you are the ultimate abode. So you are the knower and the known, Veta and Vedyam. So here knower means what? The sentient entity is called knower, the consciousness principle. Vedyam means known, the insentient entity. So what is this world? World is nothing but Chara Achara, sentient and insentient. This world is nothing but a collection of sentient and insentient entities. So Bhagavan, you alone are the sentient being in this world. You alone are the insentient entities in this creation. Or this can be seen in this way. Veta means Jivatma. The knower is the Jivatma, the individual souls. Vedyam, the thing to be known, is nothing but the Jagat, this world. So Jiva, Jagat, and Parandhama means the ultimate abode, which is Ishvara. So Bhagavan, you alone have become Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara. You alone have become all these beings. You alone have become this world also, and you alone are the Ishvara, who is the creator of Jiva and Jagat. So you are everything. Or it can mean like this. Veta means a knower, which is a sadhaka, and Vedya means the one thing to be known, sadhya. So Bhagavan, you are the sadhaka also, and you are the sadhya also. You are the seeker and you are the sought. And therefore, Bhagavan, I can say, Tvaya tatam vishvam. The whole world is pervaded by you. There is nothing other than you. So therefore, you are Ananta-rūpa, the Lord of infinite forms. Everything you alone are. So how is Lord Ananta-rūpa? The same topic is discussed in the next verse also. The topic is Bhagavan alone has become everything. The similar line of thinking goes in the next verse, verse number 39. Vayuryamugnirvarunashashankaha प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमस्तेस्तु सहस्रकृत्वः पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते वायुर्यमोऽग्निर्वरुणः शशाङ्कः प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमस्तेस्तु सहस्रकृत्वः पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते. So here Arjuna says, Bhagavan, you have become everything. In the 8th chapter, Bhagavan says, I am Adhibhuta, Adhideva, Adhiyajna and Adhyatma. These are the terms used in the 8th chapter. So what is Adhibhuta? The Panchamahabhutas, the 5 elements. Space, air, fire, water, earth. So they are called as Adhibhuta. Adhideva means the Devatas who rule the world based upon the laws of nature. So the law governing principle, they are called as Devatas. So Adhideva means all the Devatas. Adhiyajna means all the Jivatmas. And Adhyatma means the self in all beings. So in the 8th chapter, Bhagavan says, I alone have become Adhibhuta, Adhideva, Adhiyajna and Adhyatma. Bhagavan himself has become the 5 elements. He himself has become all the Devatas. He himself has become all the Jivatmas, and he himself is the supreme self in all the Jivatmas. So the same idea is mentioned here by Arjuna. So Bhagavan, who are you? Tvam Vayuhu. So here Vayu can be Adhibhuta and Adhideva. Vayu means wind, air. So this air is one of the 5 elements. So Tvam Vayuhu means you are this wind, air, or Vayu can also mean Vayu Devata. So who is Vayu Devata? The one who is in charge of the laws governing the functioning of Vayu is called Vayu Devata. He is the one who decides where the wind should flow, at what speed should it flow, in which direction should it flow, etc., etc. All those laws regarding wind is taken care by Vayu Devata. So who is the law governing principle? This way we have to understand all the Devatas. Right. Tvam Vayuhu, Tvam Yamaha. So here Yama means Adhideva, Lord Death, Yamaraj. So Bhagavan, you alone are Lord Yamaraj also. So who is Yamaraj? The one who is in charge of the death of living beings. When these living beings should die, how they should die, etc. is decided by Yamaraj, Yamadevata. The law governing principle of death. Yamaraj. Bhagavan, you alone are Yama also. Agnihi. So it can mean both Adhibhuta and Adhideva. The fire or Agni Devata. Agnihi. Varunaha, the water element and Varuna Devata. Shashankaha, the moon and Chandra Devata. Prajapatihi, Lord Brahmaji is called Prajapati. Prapitamaha, the father of Brahma, the creator of Brahma. So Bhagavan, you are Brahmaji and you are the one who has created Brahmaji also. Prapitamaha. So in short, what is Arjuna saying? Bhagavan, you alone have become everything. The 5 elements, the Devata, Jivatma, the self, everything you alone are. So therefore, you deserve our prostration. Sahasrakritvaha namo namaste. My prostration unto you 1,000 times. Sahasrakritvaha. Punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. Again and again, time and again, Bhagwan, my prostrations unto you. Meaning what? You alone deserve all namaskaras, all prostrations. The namaskaras which we offer to our teachers, our parents, our gurus, all belong to Bhagwan alone. None of us have any right to receive any namaskara. So when someone offers namaskara to us, we must pass it on to the Lord who alone deserves all namaskaras. Arjuna's prostration continues in the next verse also. So verse number 40. Namah purastadath prishtataste Namostu te sarvata eva sarva Ananta viryamita vikramastvam Sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarvaha Namah purastadath prishtataste Namostu te sarvata eva sarva Ananta viryamita vikramastvam Sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarvaha. O Ananta Virya, O Lord with infinite power, Te Namaha, to you my prostrations. Purastat, my prostrations from the front. Atha Prishtataha, my prostrations from the back. O Sarva, O all, the one who has become all. That's why Bhagwan's name is given Sarva. The one who has become all is called Sarva. Te Sarvataha Namaha Astu. My prostrations to you from all sides. Amita Vikramaha, you are of infinite courage. Tvam Sarvam Samapnoshi, Bhagwan, you pervade everything. Tataha Sarvaha Asi, therefore you are everything. Bhagwan, you are everything, you are everywhere. So from all directions, my prostration unto you. Because I don't know what is your front, what is your back. So therefore, my prostrations to you from all directions. So now, till now, Arjuna is expressing his reverence unto the Lord. Now in the next verse, Arjuna says why he is afraid of the Lord. Because remember, Arjuna was trembling with fear. So now we must also know why Arjuna was scared of Bhagwan. What is the mistake which Arjuna has done? So now here Arjuna confesses his mistakes and seeks forgiveness. So verse number 41 and 42. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam He Krishna he Yadava he Sakheti Ajanata mahimanam tavedam Maya pramadat pranayena vapi Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam He Krishna he Yadava he Sakheti Ajanata mahimanam tavedam Maya pramadat pranayena vapi Yacchavaha sarthama satkrutosi विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम् तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम् यच्चावहासार्थमसत्कृतोऽसि विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम् तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम्. Bhagavan, Kshamaye, O Lord, please forgive me. Arjuna, what is the mistake you have done? Bhagavan, yatcha avahasartham asatkrutah asi. Bhagavan, avahasartham, for the sake of making fun of you, avahasartham asatkrutah asi, I have disrespected you. Bhagavan, for making fun of you, I have disrespected you. Also, prasabham yaduktam, uktam prasabham, many times I have spoken to you in a very impolite and rude manner. I have been very harsh upon you, Bhagavan. But Arjuna, what did you say for which you feel so guilty about? Bhagavan, I have called you by names. He Krishna, He Yadava, He Sakha iti. Bhagavan, this is the mistake I have done. I have called you by name. You are Jagannivasa, Devadeva, Ananta-rūpa, Parandhama. This is the way I must address you, Bhagavan. This is the way I must call you. But instead of calling by these names, I called you Krishna, Yadava, Sakha, etc. The mistake I have done is, Bhagavan, that I forgot the reality that you are the Lord of this universe. I misunderstood you as a mere human being, born in Yadava clan, and I started treating you like my own friend, my own relative, my charioteer, etc. Bhagavan, I am indeed sorry for calling you Krishna, Yadava, etc. But Arjuna, when did you call me Krishna, Yadav, etc.? I don't remember. Bhagavan, umpteen number of times I have called you with these names. You must have forgotten. That is your greatness, that you don't take all these things seriously. But Bhagavan, I clearly remember calling you by these names on several occasions, not one or two, several. What are those occasions? Vihara, Shayya, Asana, Bhojaneshu. Vihara, while recreation. Shayya, while sleeping. Asana, while sitting and chatting. Bhojana, while eating food. Bhagavan, umpteen number of occasions I have called you by these names. And also, Ekaha, while we were alone. Athava, or Tat Samaksham, when we were with others. During all these times, I have called you by these names. Bhagavan, in my ignorance, I considered you, the Lord of the universe, as my own friend. But Bhagavan, you also never reminded me, even once, that you are Paramatma and that I am a mere Jivatma. You also behaved with me like an ideal friend. So therefore, as a true friend, we were together most of the times. And in all these moments of togetherness, while eating, while sleeping, while chatting, walking, recreation, etc., I must have called you by these names, Krishna, Yadava, Sakha, etc., umpty number of times. And therefore, Tava Mahimanam Ajanata, Bhagavan, not knowing your greatness, Sakha iti matva, considering you as my friend, I took you very lightly. What was my attitude towards you in those times of togetherness? Bhagavan, my attitude was pramadat pranayena. Pramadat, I behaved with you in a very casual, careless, indifferent mood. Pramada is a mood where you are never serious. There are some people in front of whom we become very serious, like our teachers, our professors, or some big dignitaries. In front of chief guests, in front of senior officers, we become very serious. But when we are with friends, we are carefree and informal. We are in a very casual, non-serious, lighter mood. So this lighter, non-serious mood, this informal, carefree mood is called pramada. And pranayena, pranayena means in a friendly mood. So pramada and pranaya, these are the two moods we are in when we are with our friends. So in those moods we blurt out whatever comes in our mind without any serious thought to it, without any kind of filtering, without paying serious attention to what we speak. So Arjuna says, Bhagavan, this is the mistake I have done. I have treated you with pramada and pranaya, considering you as an ordinary human being. But Bhagavan, who are you truly? You are aprameyam. Aprameyam means someone who cannot be known, who cannot be measured, who cannot be understood. Prama means knowledge. So aprameyam means who cannot be understood by our limited mind intellect equipment. A finite Jivatma can never understand the infinite Paramatma. So Arjuna says, O Lord, you have come in the guise of an ordinary human being, hiding your true nature. Bhagavan, how can we ordinary people measure or even know your true glory? So therefore, Kshamaye, Bhagavan, please forgive me. Calling by your name is absolutely wrong because of this reason. What is the reason? So Arjuna gives the reason why it is a mistake to call Bhagavan by name. Verse number 43.
Pitasi lokasya characharasya Tvamasya pujyascha gururgariyan Na tvatsamostyabhyadhigah kutonyah Lokatrayepya pratima prabhava Pitasi lokasya characharasya Tvamasya pujyascha gururgariyan Na tvatsamostyabhyadhikah kutonyah Lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. O Lord, Tvam Pita, you are the Father of whom? Asya characharasya, of this world of animate and inanimate beings. You are the Lord of sentient and insentient creation. Gariyan Guruhu, you are the greatest Guru, the Guru of all Gurus. Therefore, Pujyaha, worshipful. You are Apratima Prabhava. You are the one whose glory is matchless. Bhagavan, Lokatraye, in the three worlds, Tvat Samaha api Anyaha na asti. There is nobody even equal to you. Tvat Samaha api, even equal to you, Anyaha na asti, there is nobody. Then Bhagavan, Abhyadhikah Kutonyaha. Then how can there be anyone greater than you? There is nobody even equal to you, then how can there be anyone greater than you? Bhagavan, even our own father or guru, we don't call by names. Then what to talk of you, who is the ultimate father, ultimate guru, and hence the greatest and the most worshipful? There is none equal to you, then there is no question of someone being greater than you. So calling such a worshipful Bhagavan by name, Bhagavan, what a blasphemy. Bhagavan, please forgive me. So Arjuna is seeking forgiveness in the next verse, verse number 44. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvamahamishamidhyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuhu priyah priyayarhasi deva sodhum. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvamahamishamidhyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuhu priyah priyayarhasi deva sodhum. Tasmat, therefore, because I have committed this mistake, therefore, aham tvam prasadaye. Bhagavan, I beg you, I request you to be pleased. I request you to forgive me. Your forgiveness is absolutely essential, Bhagavan, because who are you? Idyam Isham. You are the most worshipful Lord. So therefore, you must forgive me for my transgression. Bhagavan, aham kayam pranidhaya pranamya. I prostrate unto you with sashtanga pranama, dandavat pranama, physically falling flat at your feet. Pranidhaya kayam, the whole body on the ground, horizontally. That is called as sashtanga pranama. Bhagavan, I fall at your feet and seek forgiveness. My only request to you is Sodhum Arhasi. Bhagavan, you must forgive my transgression. How you must forgive? Bhagavan, Pita iva putrasya. Just like a loving, compassionate father forgives his immature, unintelligent son. In the same way, Bhagavan, you must forgive me. Sakha iva sakyuhu, like a mature friend forgiving his dearmost friend, friend forgiving the friend. In the same way, Bhagavan, you must forgive me. Priyaha priyayaha iva, or like a husband forgiving his dearmost wife, beloved wife. In that way, Bhagavan, you must forgive me. So here in this verse, Arjuna is seeking forgiveness. Now, in forgiveness also there is a science behind, there is a psychology behind. For easy forgiveness to happen, what are the conditions necessary? If the forgiveness has to happen effortlessly, there are three conditions necessary. Condition number one, the person who has to forgive must be a large-hearted person, must be a wise, mature person. The person who has to forgive must be a noble person, a mature person, a wise person. Second condition, the person who seeks forgiveness, he should confess his mistakes and surrender unconditionally. The person who is seeking forgiveness should confess, should admit his mistakes and must surrender. This is the second condition. And the third condition, there must be an intense bonding of love between these two persons. The one who has to forgive and the one who seeks forgiveness. If they have intense bonding of love, then again forgiveness becomes natural and effortless. So if these three conditions are met, then forgiving becomes easy. So the first condition is with respect to the one who has to forgive. The second condition is with respect to the one who is seeking forgiveness. And the third condition is the relationship between these two. So here, who is the one who has to forgive? Bhagavan has to forgive. Now, for Bhagavan to forgive, will there be any difficulty? No, because he is the greatest Guru and he is the most compassionate father and mother of this world. So as far as Bhagavan is concerned, forgiveness is absolutely natural. Bhagavan has wisdom, Bhagavan has love, so for him forgiving is very natural. And look at Arjuna's condition. This is the second condition. What is Arjuna's condition? Arjuna surrenders wholeheartedly with full of remorse, regret, a deep feeling of repentance. So therefore, Arjuna deserves forgiveness. So second condition is also met. And the third condition is the bondage between them. We all know Bhagavan loved Arjuna very much. So therefore, all the three conditions are met. So therefore, know for sure that Arjuna was forgiven. In fact, Bhagavan never considered Arjuna that he has committed a mistake. Bhagavan had never considered the mistakes which Arjuna had described here, calling him Yadava, Krishna, etc. Bhagavan never felt that it was even a mistake. That is the truth. But Arjuna feels that he has done something wrong, so therefore he is seeking forgiveness. Now, there are three examples given here. A father forgiving his dearmost son, a friend forgiving him his dear friend, and a husband forgiving his beloved wife. In all these examples, there is immense love. Now, when love becomes thick, fault becomes thin. This is a law. When love becomes thick, fault becomes thin. So many times, even when the son doesn't seek forgiveness, father, out of love for his son, forgives. So too with friend and husband. Now this is the greatness of love. You forgive not because the other person deserves forgiveness, you forgive because you love the other person so much. So Arjuna is saying, "O Lord, though I don't deserve forgiveness, but out of love which you have for me, considering my immaturity and ignorance, Bhagavan, please forgive me." This is what Arjuna is saying. Now, this topic can be analyzed from a subjective angle also. Arjuna is seeking forgiveness from Bhagavan. In a way, we are all Arjunas. And what is the mistake we are doing? We are disrespecting the Lord. We are disobeying the Lord. We are ignoring the Lord every moment of our life. This is the mistake we are doing. Bhagavan is always with us as the very self in us, as the very I in us, as the very witness in us, as the very observer in us, as the very consciousness in us. Bhagavan is always with us. But throughout the day, how many times do we remember this Bhagavan? Hardly a few seconds or maybe a few minutes. But as far as majority of us are concerned, we don't even remember him. We don't even realize his presence. So what are we doing constantly throughout our life? We are ignoring him, disrespecting him, disregarding him. Now this is the greatest sin which we are doing. On one side, Bhagavan is showing infinite love and concern towards us. His attention is always upon us. He loves us as though we are the only child of that Bhagavan. On one side, he is paying so much of love, so much of attention, so much of concern. And what is our attitude? We totally disregard and disrespect and ignore Bhagavan. Now this is a great sin, this is a great mistake. And what is the price we are paying for this mistake? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Repeated birth and death. Because when we are not paying attention to the Lord, where are we paying attention? We are paying attention to the world. Paying attention to the world means loving the world. Loving the world means coming back again and again to the world. So when we are ignoring Bhagavan, actually who is suffering? We alone are suffering. Bhagavan has nothing to lose, but we have everything to lose by ignoring that Lord. So this prayer of Arjuna is a wonderful prayer for all of us. Bhagavan, please forgive us for ignoring you all the time. Bhagavan, please bless me. Please bless us in such a way that we are able to remember you all the time. Bhagavan, bless us in such a way that our mind is fixed onto your lotus feet all the time. So this is a beautiful prayer. Arjuna seeks forgiveness, and then Arjuna makes another request to Bhagavan. What is that request? We will see in the next verse in the next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।